Once again, hi everyone. Welcome to Isha Training Solutions. Myself, Saravanan Srinivasan. So I'm going to take you through this learning of software Dynatrace. So today, what we are going to do, we are going to discuss about the course content, what we are going to learn in this course journey. So I encourage each and every one of you, please stop me at any point of time if you need any clarity, explanation what we are going to learn in this course journey. Okay, so without wasting further time, so we will discuss about the course content now. I'll quickly share my screen and then hope my screen is visible for everyone. My screen is visible, right? Okay, yeah. So the content that we are going to discuss. So I'll go through the content. Anywhere we want a little more explanation, please stop me at any point of time. We will discuss and then we'll move on. Okay. So first topic is actually what are APM tools? Because right now that understanding is actually missing. APM tools, why we have to learn. Okay, there are tools like profiling tools are there. There are tools like infrastructure monitoring tools are there. There are tools like DB monitoring tools are there. Client side monitoring tools are there. Why I have to learn APM tool? Application performance monitoring or application performance management tool. Why I have to learn? That understanding is basically missing right now. So that is what we are going to discuss in this entire course journey. So what are APM tools? Because now in industry the trend is actually changing. Okay, you cannot bring different tools for different activities. Okay, now the trend is actually completely changed. Okay, you cannot say I will use a DB monitoring tool, I will use infrastructure monitoring tool, I will use client side monitoring tools. No, no, the trend is completely changed. We have to use one single tool for all your problem statement. That is what the trend right now. Okay, you have to use one single tool for all your problem statement. That is what the trend right now. Okay, say so now take an example of this APM tool. Okay, APM tool is having okay. So which means that uh, APM tools, if you are learning, you have end-to-end monitoring capability. You have end-to-end monitoring capability. You can do end-to-end monitoring. Okay. So earlier they used the word end-to-end, but now they are, just a minute, we got a question in the chat. Can this session is actually recorded? Yes, yes, the session is actually recording right now. Okay. Yeah. So end-to-end monitoring is actually possible, guys. Okay, that is what nowadays people are using a fancy word called full stack monitoring. Full stack monitor. Okay, completely you can monitor. Okay, it is not like only one area you are going to focus. You are going to focus on end-to-end layer. Okay, right from browser, your server, your database, everything you are going to monitor. That is the reason we are learning this APM. Okay, so think from the customer end also. So I cannot say like I'm a customer. I cannot recruit one person for client side monitoring, one person for DB monitoring, one person for infrastructure monitoring. Like that, I cannot recruit. Instead, I can recruit one person who is having the knowledge of APM tool, so that I can leverage. Okay, so end-to-end monitoring can be done. That is the reason the importance of learning this APM tool is actually becoming very, very high, guys. Okay, so now I don't know how many are searching for a job in this forum, or how many are checking the job website, that job description of each and every performance testing or performance engineering jobs. Definitely, one APM tool name will be there for sure. For sure, one APM tool name will be there. Predominantly, it is actually Dynatrace software. Okay, so obviously you will get one APM tool in the list, and predominantly it is actually Dynatrace tool. Okay, so that is the reason the importance of learning this tool uh, is actually high now. Okay, everybody started learning a Dynatrace tool and APM tool also. I mean, in common APM tool everybody started learning. Okay, I'll take a pass here. Any question, guys? Still? Okay. So moving back to the course content again, why APM tools are required to be learned by developers, performance testers, and performance engineers? Because that is also a mind block everybody is actually having. They are thinking that Dynatrace tool or any APM tool, it has to be learned by the performance testers alone. No, it is not like that. It is not the tool only for performance testers. Anybody can learn. I mean, provided what activity that they are following is actually important. Developers, yes, they can use this. Performance testers, yes, they can use this. Performance engineers, yes. DevOps engineers, yes. Support engineers, yes. Everybody can use this tool provided what activity that they are performing is actually important. Okay, so that is the reason in this topic we are going to discuss about why everybody can learn this tool. It is not the tool only for the performance testers, like that we are going to discuss. Next, straight away Dynatrace introduction part we are going to do. Yeah, basic understanding about the Dynatrace tool that we are going to set it up. And then Dynatrace and its competitor. Okay, that is also important, right? Say like you are going for any interview. Okay, the interviewer what they will do, they will check. Okay, the interviewer what they will check, they'll check you have understanding about other competitors in the market or what. Who are all the competitors for Dynatrace, like that? They'll definitely check. In that case, at least you should at least know the name of the APM tools that are there in the market. You cannot say I only know Dynatrace. I don't know any tools in the market. No, you cannot tell like that, right? So intention is you, at least you should have a fair understanding about other tools in the market. That is what we are going to discuss in this topic. And then Dynatrace components and solution architecture. This is also very, very, very important. Say like you guys are actually working as an architect or tech lead or admin, whatever. Okay. Say customer is actually saying, I wanted to implement Dynatrace in our organization. Why don't you bring one solution or approach? Like that, your customer is asking me. That time, we have to have the understanding of what is actually available in Dynatrace. Okay, so Dynatrace is actually operating in two different model. One is on-premises, another one is SaaS-based model. Okay, on-premises. Okay, on-premises or SaaS-based model. Okay, this on-premises model they are calling it as managed model. Managed model. Okay, and the second one is actually SaaS-based model, software as a service. Software as a service. So on-premises model is nothing but a managed model. SaaS model is nothing but a software as a service. So managed, which means that what Dynatrace is actually managed within the firewall, within the organization network. If you are managing it, that is actually managed model. SaaS based model means what? Vendor, Dynatrace team, they are going to manage the entire instance of Dynatrace, and we are only going to get the service by paying for license, right? That is actually called a SaaS based model. Okay, so Dynatrace is actually having two different deployment models. One is on-premises or managed model. The other one is SaaS-based models. So it's up to the organization decision making. Some organization they say, no, no, I want everything to be available within my firewall. Yes, in that case you can go for managed model. Some customer will say, no, no, my storage is actually very, very high. I cannot invest too much of money for the infrastructure itself. Instead, I will pay for my license and then get the service from the vendor itself. So that is actually called a SaaS-based model. So it's up to the customer's decision making whether they wanted to go with managed model or they can go with the SaaS-based model. Dynatrace is having two models, but in the recent times, the trend I'm saying, in the recent times, everybody is actually started using cloud. Okay, cloud. So in that situation, the SaaS-based model is actually becoming little more familiar. Uh, yeah. So in the recent times, that is a trend. Instead of going to on-prem model, people are going to SaaS-based model. That is a difference that we are approaching in the recent times. Okay. I'll take a pass here, guys. Any question till now? So next one, what we are going to do, guys, we are going to show you how to install the Dynatrace agent. Okay, Dynatrace agent, because that is important. Through that only you are going to monitor. Okay. So if I quickly draw a small picture, for example, you have your browser, app server, and then DB server. Okay, this is browser. This is app server. This is DB server. Okay, browser, app server, DB server. So not only Dynatrace tool, every APM tool is actually working in the similar logic only, be it AppDynamics or New Relic or any. Okay. So what they are doing, they are installing a component called agent, a piece of software. They are installing a component called agent, a piece of software. Okay, so they are going to install that in each and every place. Say they can install it in the browser. app server and DB. Okay. So what this agent will do, the functionality of the agent is actually collecting the data and sending the data to the respective APM. Okay, it is collecting the data and sending the data to the respective APM. Okay, in this case, in our case, it is actually um, Dynatrace, but in common APM tool, any APM tool, there the data is actually going to come. Okay, so wherever you wanted to have a monitoring, say like browser level, app server level, DB server level, wherever you wanted to have a detailed monitoring to be happen, you are going to install the agent, and the agent will collect the data, send the data to the respective APM. So in our case, it is actually Dynatrace APM tool. Okay, in our case, Dynatrace APM tool, and Dynatrace is actually using an agent called One Agent. The name of the agent is actually called as One Agent. Okay, through that we are going to do the monitoring. Okay, that and all we are going to explain. Yeah, we can install that, Amna. So I'll show that how to do the installation and all while we are going for the regular session. You will see that. Okay. So what we are going to do, we are going to learn about how to install. Okay, they in their terms they are saying like deploy. Okay, how to deploy the agent, and how we are going to validate whether it is actually successfully installed or do we need to do any further configuration. Okay, so this is actually the first step, because whenever you are going to do any monitoring, agent should be available. Without agent you cannot do anything. Okay, so which means that the fundamental requirement is that you need to have the agents. You need to have the agents. The agent has to collect the data. Okay, the visibility will be there if the agents are actually available there. That is a fundamental thing. Okay, so first the basic configuration related things we are going to discuss, and then we are moving into a very important topic called front end monitor. Front end monitor. Okay, front end means what? Your client side, your browser side. Okay, so in Dynatrace world, they are calling that as what? Front end monitoring. In otherwise, you can call that as real user monitoring also. Real user. When the real user accessing your application in the browser, how much of a time it is actually taking for loading that content. That is the real user monitoring. So actually saying a detailed learning that we are going to do in this topic. What is that? So this real user monitoring can be achieved in three different ways in Dynatrace. Three different ways in Dynatrace we are going to achieve it. All three methods we are going to learn with the practical example. Okay, but it's up to the organization where they are uh, they wanted to implement it. Okay, which type they wanted to implement it, it's up to the organization decision making, but we are going to learn all the three methods. All the three methods we are going to learn, and it's up to the organization decision making what method that they wanted to do the monitoring. Okay, so the first type is actually installing the agent in the server itself. First type is actually installing the agent in the server itself. In the server itself, you are going to install the one agent, and then you are trying to do the monitoring. That is one type. Okay, that is direct method. Directly installing the one agent into the server, and then you are going to do the monitoring. That is one method. Okay, say one agent software, you are going to install it into the web server, and then web server or app server, wherever the front end logic is there, you are going to install that, and then you are going to do the monitor. Okay, that is one way. Second way is sometimes the stakeholder or the infrastructure team, they'll say, no, we cannot allow you to install any software in the server. Okay, we cannot allow you to install any software into the server. So in that case, we can go to the second approach called as agentless monitoring. Agentless monitoring. So which means that you are not going to install any agent. Instead, you are going to follow a method called instrumentation. Okay, instrumentation. I mean, adding a Dynatrace agent into your HTML file. Your HTML file. Okay. So first step you have to follow. What is your first step? Install the one agent in the web app server so that you are going to monitor it. That is one method. The second method is instrumenting the one agent. Instrumenting. So you are going to instrument the one agent into the HTML pages of your application. That is a second method. It is a second method. Okay. Third method is there is say like you are not allowed to install any software into the server, or you are not having the access to instrument in the your HTML page. Okay, both the options you are unable to do. Both the options you are unable to do. In that case, what you can do, you can use the third method called browser extension. Browser extension. So a small extension software you need to install it in your browser, and you are going to capture the client side monitoring traffic. You are going to capture the client side monitoring traffic. That is a third method. Okay, that is a third method. So it's up to the organization decision making whether they wanted to install the one agent, that is one method, or instrument the one agent, that is second method. Installing the browser extension, that is actually the third method. So it's up to the organization decision making which method that they wanted to do the browser monitoring, real user monitoring. I'll take a pause here, please. Any question till now? Yeah.
When you say agentless, there is no need of agent, but still the metrics will be captured after installing the app Dynatrace there.
Yeah. Dynatrace will provide a chunk of JavaScript code. Okay. That
Mm.
JavaScript code you can share it to your UI development team to instrument it inside the HTML pages. Inside the head tag, if they are copy pasting and then saving that and then redeploying their application, so that in each and every HTML file the one agent JavaScript will be there, and that will do the monitoring. That is what the
Okay.
instrumentation concept.
Okay. And browser extension, what is that exactly will be happening? Browser
So
level it
you
will
are
be
go-
one. Yeah.
so you can see this is the extension. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So the extension will be available in the browser, and whatever the browser level activity that you are doing, that will be captured by the agent. I mean the extension, and that through that you are going to do the monitoring.
Okay. But this is something like clients, if they are not using this extension, will it be captured still?
No,
This.
no.
Okay.
Yeah, this is something that say it is something that in the end user's machine you wanted to capture something. That is the reason these
Mm.
extensions are all used. Okay. The
Yeah. Yeah.
second type is instrumentation method. I mean, the agentless monitoring. Sometimes they are saying, no, we will not allow you to install the software. Means you are going to second method. First method is plain vanilla condition. You are going to install the software and you are going to get the data. Okay.
Yeah. Got it.
So actually saying this particular topic is very important because your performance testing tools, it is not providing this detail. Okay, this much of detail your performance testing tools will not provide, because we know performance testing tools are actually providing the response time in what layer? HTTP layer. HTTP response time only your performance testing tools are actually giving. Your performance testing tools, it is not providing the end-to-end response time. I mean, what is happening in the browser, page painting, client rendering, all those things that inclusive of the time your performance testing tool is not providing. Okay, so APM tools is actually having the different capability to capture the client side traffic. That is what we are going to do in this topic, and I am going to explain different naming conventions with respect to real user monitoring in Dynatrace. So after learning the three options, there is one more thing also available. Uh, Actually, Dynatrace is actually having a capability called APIs. APIs. Environment API and configuration API like that. So you wanted to make any change in the Dynatrace environment, or inside that you wanted to do any configuration. So you have set of APIs that are provided by Dynatrace team. Okay, not only Dynatrace team. If you look at in the recent trends, everybody they started implementing the concept called APIs. Okay, middleware communication or whatever you wanted to do, people are using the concept called APIs. That too, these vendors like Dynatrace, LoadRunner, NeoLoad, those people what they are doing, they are exposing their functionality in the format of API calls. Yes, they are providing their functionality as a API calls. Okay, so you don't want to open the application and do something. Instead, if you are executing that API call, you can achieve certain functionality. That is the logic behind this API calls itself. That is the logic behind this API calls itself. Okay, so yes, Dynatrace is actually having the capability of configuration API or environmental API like that. My intention is I wanted to show at least one execution of the API. So through the API, how to create the application like that, I'm going to show one example. And then there is a data collector and where the session replay is actually available, right? That also we are going to discuss. So this front end monitoring topic is actually very important because we are trying to capture the total response time inclusive of your browser response time. That is the reason I'm saying this is actually very important. And then there is one more topic called session segmentation. I mean, each and in every log that are coming, right, that is actually categorized as session segmentation in Dynatrace. So that the sessions are actually shorter or sessions are actually captured means you can simply do the investigation where the problem is. You can simply do the investigation. For that purpose only we are using the session segmentation. And then metrics. But under the metrics tab, a huge list of metrics provided by Dynatrace will be available. Okay, and then service level objectives. Okay, nowadays all the SREs they are working in the concept of defining the SLO and SLI, and how we are going to measure your SLO, how we are going to measure your SLI like that. We are going to discuss. So this service level objective concept is actually mostly used by the SREs, site reliability engineers. Okay, site reliability engineers. They are the one who's actually using this word very frequently. So learning that is actually very important. And then dashboarding concepts. So how we are going to create the dashboard, share the dashboard, import the dashboard, clone the dashboard, everything we are going to discuss. Everything we are going to discuss. So that is what we are going to do it under the dashboarding tab. Dashboarding tab. Okay, and then a very important concept called problem analysis in Dynatrace. How we are going to do the problem analysis. So what are all the problem analysis options that are available in Dynatrace? Anomaly detection, and then we are going to create a profile, and then root cause analysis, and then there is an option called visual resolution path. I mean, at what time the problem started, at what time the problem ended, all those things. If you wanted to understand it, you can use the visual resolution path. And two examples. Okay, I'm going to show you CPU saturation happened means what you are going to do, or long garbage collection that are actually happened means what you are going to do. All those things we are going to discuss with respect to problem analysis. So when the problem happens, what kind of notification has to happen? It has to be a email notification, or it has to be a Slack notification, whatever we are doing. That also we are going to show it in the practical way. And the profiling and optimization topic, we are going to discuss about heap dump, and then process crash, and then continuous CPU profiling. Okay, where and all your CPU is actually used. That also we are going to discuss, and how to generate the heap dump, and how to read your heap dump, and all we are going to do. Okay, synthetic monitoring, I already told you, there is an automated job that we are creating, and then we are going to do the monitoring. And then management zone. So I wanted to create a separate control for QA environment, a separate control for dev environment, a separate control for UAT environment, a separate control for prod environment. Like that I wanted to do. It means I can use under management zone. Okay, and then process level monitoring and service level monitoring, both the things we are going to discuss in a detailed way. That too, under the service level monitoring, what are all the different options that are there, right? So that also we are going to discuss. And database monitoring, yes, we are going to do. And then host level monitoring, yes, we are going to do. And then networking. Okay, networking monitoring means traffic, what happened, connectivity, what happened, retransmission, what happened, like that we are going to discuss. And then what are all the technologies and process that are uh, identified by one agent, and we are going to do a detailed analysis. And then observability, actually saying guys, nowadays in industry everybody started talking about a concept called observability. I hope in this forum also many organizations they started discussing about observability. So we are going to explain about the basic concepts of observability in this course. And then integration of Dynatrace tool with LoadRunner and Jmeter, and then tips and tricks, real world example, and then your question and answer. So all the things we are going to cover it. All the things we are going to cover it. I'll take a pass here, guys. Any question till now?
Will you cover any interview questions that are commonly asked on this tool?
During
Also,
the regular explanation itself, every topic that we are covering, that moment itself I'll explain what are all the things that are coming in interview, that are coming in certification
okay,
exam also. Both the things I'll cover.
okay, okay. And also, all these things can we do on our mission as well, or do you have any restrictions for any of the things
N-
that you are copying,
n-
covering
no
on a topic
no
wise? Okay,
no restriction. My request is also the same thing. Everybody should do it in your machine regularly, and
mm,
wherever you are facing problem you can bring, and then we can discuss on that problem.
okay. And do we monitor on any application that we have some demo application?
So I'm going to provide that detail in the upcoming session, the demo application. Through that only we are going to do the configuration, learning, and everything. We are going to do
Okay, okay,
three different applications.
okay, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So infrastructure monitoring, yes, that is already there. No, here we are going to do, and here also we are learning about Dynatrace AWS integration. So as your question is actually you are going to do integration with the cloud or what? Yes, it is actually right now we are doing. We are doing AWS integration right now.
On DB monitoring, how much do we cover and how do we cover
Say,
database?
yeah. So you are going to have our database running in the server, and if you are installing the one agent, we are going to get the stored procedures level, queries level, transactions level. We are going to get the data, and further investigation can be done, like which query is actually taking more time, right? So that level we can take the data.
Okay, okay. And also we can monitor the database level infrastructure also, right?
Yeah, that is separate. When anyways host level your one agent is actually going to run, that will be automatically taken care.
Okay.
Hi.
So
Hey, can you show a small sampling of the application, like open just a quick, just I haven't seen Dynatrace application before. just open it. We can just do a quick monitoring, like how it works at a high level. Not asking completely, just to see, like to understand at a higher level.
So I think we have to create an account because that older account is actually expired for me. Probably give me a second. I'll quickly do it and then I'll show you. Okay.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
So basically, I'm creating one account. Don't worry. In our regular session also, I'll explain all those things, how to do that and all. So
How about the log management and analytics? I mean the log monitoring part.
that is also possible in Dynatrace, provided we need to configure it. By default, the server level logs will be automatically captured, but if you wanted to specifically do the configuration also, we can.
Okay, okay. Are we covering any of those in this sessions? Any one of these sessions?
It's a part of it, yes.
Okay, okay, sure.
And also for the synthetic monitoring, do we cover any scripting or automated jobs, right? During our sessions, how do we cover that?
Yeah, well, see, there are, I mean, a single URL level monitoring and then browser click path. Click path is like page navigation level, and then HTTP monitor, which is like service level monitoring. All the things we are going to cover.
Okay.
So I think I don't know who asked this question. This is the Dynatrace view. Hope my screen is visible for you.
Yeah, it is visible.
So this is the Dynatrace tool, and through that only we are going. Okay. So for the learners who wanted to enroll for this course journey, please reach out to Kumar sir. This is Kumar sir number I'm pasting in the chat. 8019924227. 8019924227. You can reach out to Kumar sir for any further information. I mean, something related to course content, course timing, fees related, anything that you want to discuss, you can discuss with Kumar sir. Okay, so we are going to have 15 plus hours of session. Okay, 15 plus hours of session we are going to have it. Weekday session. Okay, Monday to Friday we are going to have the session. This is a time slot 7:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. IST, correspondingly in other locations. The other location timings are actually available here. Okay, so here. So 7:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. IST and correspondingly in other locations. So every day 1 hour, 15 plus hours of session we are going to learn, and then all these sessions are actually recorded. All these sessions are actually recorded. Those recording sessions you will be getting it in the YouTube playlist URL on a daily basis. YouTube playlist URL. So those videos you are going to have it for lifetime access. Lifetime access you are going to have it. Any number of times you can watch and then you can ask your question. So lifetime access you are going to have it for those videos, and all the artifacts, supporting documents, softwares, and everything we are going to share it through Google Drive. So you can download, locally set up everything whatever we are discussing. Wherever you are facing problem, myself or my team will support you. So to resolve the problem, so you can set it up in your local machine and then do your learning as well. And all industry best practices or certification questions and everything we are going to discuss. Okay, so real time examples will be there, certification level discussions will be there, all the things we are going to do it, guys. Okay, so those who wanted to enroll for this course journey, please reach out to Kumar sir. 80199524227 is number. Okay, 80199524227 is number. Actually, today we started with the course explanation. From tomorrow, the actual content, I mean, what are APM tools? The first topic, right? We are going to discuss from tomorrow. So don't miss the session. You don't want to miss anything. You wanted to have a continuous learning. Please reach out to Kumar sir for further information. So 80199524227 is number. You can reach out to Kumar sir and then enroll yourself and then be part of the course journey. I encourage each and every one of you go through this. I mean, this content also I'll copy paste it in the chat. You guys can take it. Okay. So those who wanted to enroll for this course journey, please reach out to Kumar sir. Any question, guys? Tell me.
We have something called another competitor tool called AppDynamics. Okay, so
Yes.
I could see both tools coming in sync with it. That is done by Cisco. Okay, so
Hmm.
I just
Hmm.
want to see that limitations, like which is code which is has its own limitations at a higher level.
So see, there is nothing like a good tool or bad tool kind of a thing, because it is customer's preference nowadays. Okay, so as you mentioned, if the customer is already having other
No,
Cisco
no, I'm
products.
asking. No, no, I'm asking from the business perspective, like the functionality which is has more features, which has less features. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah,
Customer
so even
preference is
then,
always there. Yeah.
even then I'm saying, so on a high note, if you are discussing these two tools, they are claiming both are having all capabilities equally. Equally they are saying all the capabilities. They are also saying real user monitoring is there, synthetic monitoring is there. I mean, AppDynamics. Okay, the real user monitoring is there, synthetic monitoring is there. They are also saying we have a root cause analysis capability, dashboarding capability, application monitoring or infrastructure monitoring, database monitoring, everything we are also having like that. Because both the tools working in agile model, every 15 days once they are trying to implement new capabilities, so all the way they are in line to that. But I would say Dynatrace, they implemented little more capability in the observability side. Okay, nowadays the people are talking about observability, site reliability engineering and all, right? So Dynatrace functionalities are inline to observability capability. So in that case, they are having a good UI, good capabilities that are there when compared to your AppDynamics tool. Because AppDynamics tool also started implementing observability capability, but for the layman perspective, I'm saying Dynatrace looks to be little matured in the case of observability capability, because they have all the things that are required to monitor with respect to observability. Okay, and there are features like this artificial intelligence capability called Database, or there are features like Smartscape topology or pure path. Those are something unique differentiator in Dynatrace when compared to AppDynamics. Okay,
Okay.
and one more thing, In AppDynamics, you need to install a agent called application agent, and then you need to install an agent called machine agent or server agent, or you need to install an agent called database agent. You need to install an agent called your user experience agent. So look at here, I'm saying 4 different agents. But in the case of Dynatrace, everything is actually called as one agent. That one agent will do everything. That is a major difference. In Dynatrace, everything is actually called as one agent. In AppDynamics, you need to have application agent separately, machine agent separately, database agent separately, user experience agent separately, and then you are going to collect the data. That is the difference between AppDynamics and Dynatrace.
So
Okay,
it means like then in that case, if I'm looking at the browser level, so I need to install that first, and then I should install that user experience in all the 3 layers separately. Then it means like you will have 2 agents running in all the layers, correct?
which tool you are talking? AppDynamics?
App Dynamics, yeah.
Yeah, in AppDynamics, you wanted to capture your application level data, you need to install application agent. You wanted to capture database level data, you need to install database agent in all the database. You wanted to capture browser level data, you need to configure the user experience agent in the respective web servers. Okay. So if you wanted to have the infrastructure level data, you need to install the infrastructure data in all the servers. So it's up to what data that you wanted to have in the respective servers, you are going to do respective agent configuration. Okay.
So whereas in this now Dynatrace, I can deploy one single, I can configure separately as per the needs on different layers. Is it right?
Here the concept itself called as one agent. You can install the same one agent. That same one agent will do the browser monitoring capability, infrastructure monitoring capability, database monitoring capability, everything. It is actually one agent. That one piece of software you need to install it, and then that will take care of the entire things. Okay?
Suppose for just one more question. Suppose for
Yeah, yeah.
example, in my application has around some million users, okay, in the peak business service. So if I configure the Dynatrace application, I can check like how many users have logged in, right, in a specific point of time.
Yeah, you can.
Sorry.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Okay.
Scheduling possible is also right. Scheduling.
What scheduling?
Like I want to record at a specific point of time this transaction when it's going to come. So I don't
No,
want
no.
to do this all the times. I want to schedule at a specific point of time, like when it has to get captured. Scheduling.
The time filtering. You are asking about time filtering.
Yes,
If
yes, time
I
filtering.
understand correctly. Yeah, that you can do. That is actually there. I'll show that. Look at here. This is the time picker.
No, no. I want to see. I want to monitor tomorrow just for 20 minutes, where there will be a peak business transaction of 10 million
No,
users
that
using my.
no, no. That kind of setup is not there. But tomorrow, what happened means after that time, you can filter that particular time period and then see the data what happened. That you can do
Okay.
because it is regularly going to monitor all the data. So that
Okay.
particular time you can filter and then see the data.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So those who wanted to enroll yourself, please reach out to Kumar sir. 8019952427 is number. From tomorrow, we are going to discuss about actual topic. If you don't want to miss anything, please enroll yourself for the continuous learning. Thanks for joining. Thanks for giving me this opportunity. Thanks all. Bye bye.